ArrayList and map utilization in Selenium automation framework. First, let us understand what is collections framework. It is a comprehensive set of interfaces and classes. The different interfaces of the Java collections framework are collection, list, set, queue, iterator and map. Collection is known as root interface, where list, set, and queue interfaces extends collection interface. Iterator and map interfaces do not directly extend the collection interface. However, iterator and map are parts of collection framework. Iterator helps to access elements of a collection. Map represents a collection of key value pairs. Now let us see classes of collection framework. ArrayList, linked list, hashset, treeset, hashmap and treemap. ArrayList implements the list interface. Linked list implements the list and queue interfaces. Hashset implements the set interface. Treeset implements the sorted set interface. Hashmap implements the map interface. Treemap implements the sorted map interface. Definition of ArrayList and map. ArrayList is part of the Java Collections framework and is implemented by the ArrayList class. It is a dynamic array that can grow or shrink in size as elements are added or removed. Elements are ordered and have indices like 0, 1, 2. Allows duplicate elements. Can dynamically grow or shrink in size. Implements the list interface. Where map is part of the Java Collections framework and is implemented by classes such as hashmap, treemap, and others. It represents a collection of key value pairs, where each key is associated with exactly one value. No duplicate keys are allowed. Values can be duplicated. Does not extend the collection interface directly. Common implementations include hashmap and treemap. Utilization of ArrayList. ArrayList is used to store dynamic lists of objects. In a framework, to maintain collections of items, such as user inputs, configuration settings, or any other dynamically changing set of data. When dealing with a variable number of objects, specifically for adding, removing, or iterating over elements. Utilization of map. It is useful for storing data in a key value pair format. In a framework, to store configuration settings, where the keys represent configuration names, and the values represent corresponding settings. It is efficient for lookup operations. To quickly retrieve information based on a specific identifier, it provides fast access to the associated data. Also, used for caching data, where keys represent the input parameters, and values represent the corresponding results. Optimizes performance by avoiding redundant calculations. Let us see an example illustrating the use of ArrayList and map in a simple Selenium automation framework. First, initialize the WebDriver. Then declares a variable named inputElements of type listWebElement. This variable is instantiated with an ArrayList that holds elements of type WebElement. InputElements is used to store web elements representing input fields such as username, password and submit button. Here we have code to access the data to interact with web elements. getZero method is used to retrieve an element from the list at the specified index. In this case, we're getting the element at index 0. The result of inputElements.getZero is assigned to the variable username element, which is of type WebElement. Next, let us use map interface to store test data and configuration settings. New hashmap instantiates a hashmap object. Hashmap is one of the classes that implements the map interface and provides a hash table-based implementation. TestData.put, valid username, testUser, adds a key value pair to the map. In this case, the key is valid username, and the corresponding value is testUser. In the third example, config_settings.put adds a key value pair to the map. This could represent a configuration setting in the framework, where URL is the identifier for the URL setting, and the value is the actual URL. Here we have the code for performing login using test data from the map. This is the final code to implement the ArrayList and map in a simple Selenium automation framework.